How are we doing, guys? And welcome to the review. Tottenham against Arsenal. North London is red. So, of course, like I said, North London is red and the derby has finished. Tottenham 0, Arsenal 2. And I'll tell you something. I'm really starting to believe. I'm telling you now, that performance was exceptional. The first half in particular was a complete and utter domination. We bullied Spurs. We dominated every single area of the pitch. And in all honesty, it should have been 4 or 5. Thomas Partey, if his volley had gone in, it would have been on Pornhub. Oh my word. What did I say when I was doing my predicted lineup and I was going through the combined 11 of Spurs and Arsenal? And I spoke about Hugo Lloris and Aaron Ramsdale. And some people were saying Lloris is better. And I said Lloris is finished. He's got mistakes in him. Look at the first goal. Mistake. Straight after. Nearly cost another goal. Mistake. Aaron Ramsdale, when he was called upon, was immense. World-class saves. Absolutely superb. Second goal, superb. Martin Odegaard, bang. Thank you very much and good night. He dictated everything. He was the conductor. His, forward players in front of him were his orchestra. And he was just conducting absolutely everything. That was immense. What a performance. I haven't seen Arsenal go to Spurs and dominate like that since the times of the Invincibles and whatnot. We haven't won at Spurs since 2014. Mikel Arteta was a player the last time we won at Spurs. But look at us now. We are a completely different team. And I said this multiple times, that maybe what happened last season when we lost to Spurs and then we lost to Newcastle, when we missed out on the Champions League places, maybe that was the best thing to have happened to us. Maybe that's why we're a different team this year. That's why the mentality and the way that we play is completely and utterly different. We look a different side. Absolute monsters. The way we played in that first half was the way that I've seen the likes of Manchester City and Liverpool dominate teams over the years. They go to other teams' grounds and they bully them. They dominate them. They literally get a stranglehold of them and they just absolutely drain the life out of them. That's what that first half performance was like. In the second half, we knew that Spurs were going to come out. We knew that they were going to try and do some things a little bit differently, etc., etc. We knew that was going to happen. It's the North London derby as well. Spurs do predominantly as well come out a different sides when they concede 2 goals, because this is something that's always seems to be happening with them. They concede 2 goals and then they come out and they start playing. They've actually picked up 14 points this season from losing positions. And that's the most in the Premier League. So it shows that they've got a problem with going behind, but then they somehow managed to pull it back. Today, they didn't. Harry Kane didn't have a sniff. Kulusevski was probably the most dangerous player when he cut in a couple of times in that second half. But a lot of it, we just dealt with it. William Saliba, Gabriel, Ben White, Zinchenko, immense. Thomas Partey and xhaka, absolutely unbelievable. First half, Saka, superb. Martinelli run himself into the ground. Martin Odegaard absolutely conducted everything. Nketiah, his work rate and everything was unreal. The only thing missing from Eddie was a goal. He had a couple of chances which he should have scored, and he'll know that. And that's the one little part about his game where you would say if he would have scored one of those, he would have had the complete performance today. But it was just immense. Like I said, the way we dominated Spurs, that didn't feel like a North London derby in the first half. It honestly didn't feel like that. The intensity was all from Arsenal. You know, every time Spurs cleared, we were there. First ball, second ball, everything. They didn't breathe. Oh, mate, I'm absolutely over the moon with that result because, you know, when you look at Manchester City losing and you look at that now and you say, right, you've now got yourself an 8-point gap at the top of the Premier League. 8 points. That's a lot. Now, don't get me wrong, the title's not over yet. It's not won or anything else. And, you know, football, things happen in football. You know, we already know this. But when I look at the way we're playing at the moment, every test that comes up in front of us, we seem to just handle. We dispatch teams. We dominate teams. You know, even the Newcastle game, you go to that one where we drew 0-0 and we couldn't get the goal and everything else, completely dominated them. You know, we've done to Newcastle what nobody else has done this season. Newcastle have never set up the way they did against us, against anybody else. That's the ultimate, you know, show of respect because of the way we're playing at the moment. And it was just superb all round. And I think when you look at Conte at the end of the game, the way he shook Mikel Arteta's hand, and it was just to say, you know what, fair play. You are the better team. And it's as simple as that. And what Mikel Arteta is building at this football club, I told people from a long time ago about Mikel Arteta. And yes, I will sit here and say I told you so. Because during the darkest times, when I was getting absolute dog's abuse from people about Mikel Arteta, and I was having people trying to force their opinions on me and always put me in corners and always try and make me uncomfortable when I was doing videos and try and make me say something I didn't want to say and constantly pushing and pushing and pushing. Yeah, I was the one that still backed him while others were still pushing and pushing and pushing, trying to get the views up by me reacting. You're not getting no reaction because I always believe in this manager. There were times when I was thinking, oh, is it really going to pay off? Is it really going to work? You know, you have to question yourself sometimes. Their performances. I was fuming at Mikel Arteta when we've gone out and performed the way that we have. But I still never doubted him. I still always thought he would be where we are now. We've got an exceptional manager. Proper manager. And we've got a proper team. And we need to enjoy it. I'm enjoying it. What more can I say? Honest to God, what more can I say? North London is red. Spurs can get back in their shadows. Yeah, just go back where you need to go. Go on, off you go. See you later. Listen, man, it's been absolute roller coaster watching that game. Loved every single minute of it. As always, if you're new, hit the subscribe button. Smash a like on the video. There'll be player ratings tomorrow. And then we get ready for the Manchester United game. Another big game. I can't wait. Shout out to everyone that followed on the watch along. Shout out to everybody that's new around here. Shout out to everybody that's supporting. And yeah, listen, big win. I'm buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. I will see you lot soon. I'm out of here.